Man, that intro gets me fired up like a 1999 discotheque. Episode 245, sponsored by our good friends at East Coast Financing, a longtime sponsor of East Coast Combat Sports, specifically here at Fight League Atlantic. Got to show a ton of love out to Daniel and his team, always supporting us and always putting out the cars. Check them out online or in person, eastcoastfinancing.com. Check this little.
Are you looking for an SUV? We've got the SUV that you're looking for. Dodge, Ford, GMC, we have all top brands and pricing to fit almost any budget. Take a test drive today or apply online and we'll send a test drive to you. Get started today at eastcoastfinancing.com.
There you have it, folks. All right, let's get right into this episode called The Stare Down. We have our two main event athletes taking stage against one another, getting their eyes on one another for the first time here today. Main event next weekend, Fight League Atlantic 18. Super excited, February 1st for the Coliseum in Moncton. If you haven't got tickets, get them. Probably about 70-ish cage side tickets remaining, fightleagueatlantic.com. And going to be a hell of an event. So without further ado, let's introduce these two studs that are going to be going to battle next weekend. Very honored to have both of them competing for our brand and just putting it on the line for all of us lucky fans to be able to witness it. So let's bring in the first guy here representing Big Country Lindsay, MMA out of Ontario, originally from the East Coast, a super tough guy, an absolute savage, put a fantastic fight and I don't even know how to explain it. Like I think he got submission of the year as well with it back in Fight League Atlantic 5, also the main event in that main or co-main in that event as well. So welcome back, Mr. Blake Oswald.
Hey, thank you for having me. Can't wait to put on a show February 1st, man. We're a different breed these days, and I can't wait to showcase my skills.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Well, thanks again for taking the time out of your day to jump on here, man, and chat with us about the next weekend. And it's going to be awesome. So very happy to have you back, man. Your opponent, the hometown guy, Mr. Abdelaziz, the Mummy, as we call him around these parts, an absolute stud, 4-0 in our promotion, 7-0 in his last 7 fights. Fantastic anywhere, a fantastic guy behind the scenes too. One of our personal favorites, Blake. I'm sorry, man. He's a really close, great guy of ours, and he's been a big part of our promotion for a long time. So super, super excited to see him back in there and see both of you guys put on a show, and may the best man win. Without further ado, my man, Mr. Abdelaziz.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Of course, man. How you doing? Welcome to the show. All right, boys, let's get at it. Again, main event, like we said, next weekend. Both you guys seasoned vets with a ton of competition experience, and both of you coming in it. Neither one of you guys are going to show, neither one of you going to back down. You're both very smart athletes, both high-level athletes. First question. I guess we'll start with you, Blake. I guess this fight, 6 to 7 weeks ago, you were looking for a fight. We were looking to match Abdel for a fight. We reached out to you, and without hesitation, you were up for this fight. What has changed in the last 6-7 weeks? So what your confidence, your skills, what do you bring to this fight?
And nothing's changed the last 6-7 weeks. I've been doing this for years. I've been prepping for a long time. I had a little bit of time off, got to go train with a really good team out in Thailand for 2 months there. Nothing's changed. The game plan hasn't changed. Time off is, if it's used properly, it's really good for you mentally, physically, emotionally, all those type of things if you're using it properly, man. And that's what made me hungry. That's what made me want him. So at 4-0, he's never fought anyone like me. I think you add up the guys that he's fought, they're 6-11 or some shit. They don't got records like the guys I fought. You add them up with the guys I fought, they're 16-5. So we're going to show that I've been looking for those tough fights and he hasn't been.
Awesome. Okay. Well, there you have it, Abdel. Obviously, like you said, you're 4-0. What do you have to say to that, man? You've been training hard. You've been, pretty much, I don't think you ever go out of camp as far as I'm aware. What do you have to say, man?
Don't really have much to say. I'm just looking forward to the fight. I know Blake stuff. I know he's going to be coming, to show his best. I'm not really too worried about the records. If he's fixated on that, that's not really something I put too much thought into. I'm just looking for the challenge and looking forward to this fight.
Love it. Well said. Well said. Anything that you guys see that interest in each other, weaknesses, things that you guys can exploit? We'll go back to you, Abdel.
He looks like he has a pretty good rounded skill set. Aggressive grappler. I don't see anything that stands out really.
How about you, Blake?
No, man, I respect him. You know, it's a fight game. He's obviously 4-0. You can't come in there and not respect somebody and think you're just going to be a walk in the park. You better train your ass hard, man, because I'm coming, and you know that.
Love it. Yeah, it's a great fight for the fans. Anybody who is just tuning in. Again, we're here with Blake Oswald and the Mummy Abdelaziz, chatting about the upcoming main event next week in a Fight League Atlantic 18, 4-0 versus 2-1, two absolute suds putting it on the line. Catch weight, 150 pounds. Second fight for you, Abdel, at 150 pounds catch weight. We've tried to book you against quite a few featherweights. Not a ton of guys are lining up to fight Abdel at that weight. Sometimes catch weights can benefit, sometimes they can hurt you. What did you experience in your last catch weight fight going into this one, Abdel?
It was great. It gave me a bit of a chance to, experiment a little bit with the weight cutting process, having that 5 pound, grace, as you could say. It's allowed me to do a little bit of experimentation, do some trial and error with the weight cutting process, and it's helped me overall.
Nice. Have you fought at catch weight before, Blake?
No, I haven't fought it this way, but I got a really good team behind me. I got TJ Wellens. I don't know, you probably heard of him, but
Yeah.
my nutritionist and stuff. So everything's on par. My weight's feeling great. It's better than it ever has been. So if he thought he was going to catch me on that weight cut, you better think again, man.
Love it. Okay, cool. All right, good. So obviously, Blake, you originally, correct me if I'm wrong, you're originally from the East Coast or Moncton or?
I'm not actually, but my family is. My mom's from Halifax. My dad's from New Brunswick. So I got lots of family out there coming to support me. And I bet my fans will be louder than his that night. That's for sure.
Ooh, there's a challenge. That's an interesting challenge because the Mummies, he's created quite the following out here now on the East Coast, and the crowd certainly goes wild for him. So that's an interesting. I'm very excited to see that. That's what you want to hear. We've had a couple other main events that are like that, and the fighter coming from the outside, the fans didn't exactly treat them very well, and the athlete just ate it up and loved it, right? So it's all how you kind of take it, and I'm excited to see it, boys. Love it. So I guess, how do I say it? A fight for the fans. Like, is there anything that you guys can that surprises, that you think is going to surprise about one another?
No, man, there's lots of tape on him. I've got to watch where he likes to go, where he likes to try to bring the game to his game plan, and we're not going to let it get there. So it's if you do your studying, you do your research, you look your guy up, shouldn't be any surprises that night.
How about you, Abdel?
I definitely watched some tape on him, and I don't anticipate any surprises. I don't see, I just don't see, like, a lot of people just don't really change their styles very much, and I don't see that he has any reason to anyway. So, yeah.
It's true. It's very, very true. Okay, boys. Well, I guess, we're not going to hold you too long. I just wanted to get on here, get a few words from either one.
One more little thing on that.
Oh, yeah, we got a little bit more.
You see my style from a year and a half ago since I fought last time. So we've had a year and a half to grow and learn. So I bet you it's going to be a different person that night. That's for sure.
That's good. I'm looking forward to see what you bring.
Yeah, me too, man. I can't fucking wait. All on the line. There's no February 2nd, eh? Only till February 1st my life goes, man. I live for this shit. I breathe this shit. I wake up in the gym. That Hamzat lifestyle, man. I don't do anything fucking else. This is my full-time job. I don't have a job outside of this, man. I'm putting it all on the line. I just hope you know that. And talk sheep. Anybody can do it, but there's no February 2nd, man. One of us is going to the hospital afterwards, and that's a fact, so.
That's the type of challenge I'm looking forward to, so can't wait.
That's what's up. Me too, man. Let's do it.
Love it, boys. I'm going to be in the middle for this face-off. I cannot wait. Super pumped. A very high-level fight between these two guys. This is the kind of stuff we want to see at Fight League Atlantic. We want to see two high-level competitors. If you need to talk, you need to talk. We love it. But I know at the end of the day, when both of you guys get in that cage, you're both going to bring it. And that's exactly what Fight League Atlantic brings too, man. So super excited, boys. Before we go, a couple things, okay? I was going to do it, but Blake kind of got to it. Before we get there, any shout outs, sponsors, anything like that? Either one of you guys want to give out any love to anybody?
Yeah, I have a few sponsors I'd like to thank. Vistacare, East Coast Financing, Renova Ventures, Anchor Down. They've all been a massive help for the camp and with the gym, and they're supporting us. And without them, it'd be difficult to do what we do. So thank you for everything.
Well said.
Yeah, I got a few as well. LASIK Contract Eye Clinic here in Lindsay. Jay Johnson, Gravel, James Clark Roofing, Kojak and Insurance Group there, Local 401. Without those sponsors, without my team, we don't make anything till we make it to the big show. If anything, we're paying money to fight right now. We're paying money to put on a show, taking time off, doing whatever else so we can put in a good camp. Without those sponsors, it's not possible. I'm sure Abdel feels the same way and appreciates his sponsors the same as I do. So, are you game yet? Big Country, Rebel Alliance, motherfucker.
Haven't heard that in a while. Rebel Alliance, love it. Good to hear. These are two, great teams. Very this is the kind of stuff in Canadian MMA, to be completely honest, boys, that we're missing. We're missing these rivalries. We're missing these two real good teams that kind of want to bring that grit to one another and really test and challenge themselves. And, obviously both of these teams are on the come up, and, you guys do great things in Ontario, and Tower One's kicking ass out here too, man. So it's really cool to see you guys both willing to put it on the line. And, at the end of the day, like you guys said, people don't really realize how hard you guys work behind the scenes. Like, you're both working full time. You're in the gym probably 3 times a day. Whatever else you're doing on top of that, the dieting, the strength and conditioning, the doing this kind of shit, it never ends. And for people that don't understand that, support these local athletes, whether it's just sponsoring them directly or coming and supporting the event. Reach out to these athletes and support them, even if you can't make it to the event, because these two athletes have a bright future and are going to do big things in the sport. So super excited to have both you guys on here. We appreciate you. We love you. Final word, Blake.
Yeah, we'll see you soon, Abdel, next week. Count down the days. 8 days, 10 hours or something, man. I can't wait. You're gonna feel my presence. You're gonna feel my presence at weigh-ins, that's for sure.
Yeah, I'm sure you will see my presence too.
No, I'll see yours, but you're gonna feel mine.
Sounds good.
All right, there you have it, folks. Awesome. Can't wait. Be there next weekend. Fight League Atlantic 18, fightleagueatlantic.com. Weigh-ins. Check them out Friday, 3 o'clock, streaming live on Instagram. All right, everybody. We'll see you next weekend. Boys, have a great rest of your week. Thanks for doing this. We appreciate you. Talk soon. There you have it, everybody. Super excited for that one. Whew, man, tune in. Don't miss that one, folks. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you. We got maybe 1 or 2 podcasts before the show, but yeah, fightleagueatlantic.com. Badass. Let's go. Can't wait.